You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AfterBuzz TV's WWE NXT After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's WWE NXT After Show.
Well,
I was here.
well.
Let me hear you say JJ. JJ.
No. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another NXT After Show right here on AfterBuzz TV.
Show.
Boom, boom, boom. Let me hear you say, Cathy.
Well.
Oh,
That's the
okay.
only version I know.
No.
Is if there's a cover, if there's a.
Let me
I don't
hear you
know.
say hobo.
Hobo.
Thank you.
Heck no.
I'm your host, Cathy Kelley. Joining me, as always, Mark Donica.
Hey. Hi.
Mark Donica.
I can't.
Donica.
No, I can't do it.
Doesn't
work.
And sitting next to him, True Hobo.
Hobo.
What have you done?
So that happened on the show, and
We'll get to that.
we
It's
will talk
somehow
about
relevant.
that. I loved it, but we'll talk about it later. We kick off the show hearing that Tyler Breeze has entered the building.
Thank God.
I was worried, but the first match of the night, Mojo Rawley versus Aiden English. Mojo comes out first, and he says, just like America, he picks himself back up. And that's what he did after his loss the night before.
Loss.
Yeah.
His beat down.
Beat down by Rusev the night before. He picked himself back up, and he is ready to fight.
It's the
Much
American way.
to kind of everyone's chagrin.
Especially in English.
Well, yeah, especially in English. Most of the crowd is kind of waning. They're getting tired of Mojo.
A little bit.
But after this match, it was a little bit different story.
I really liked last week. I know I wasn't here to talk about it, but last week when he came out and the whole "I'm gonna stick this flag in your Putin," that was
Yes.
No, it's a good one.
Yeah, that was funny. That was the side to Mojo that I want to see. I want to see he could easily take on the funny Cena butt and fart jokes thing.
Like the silly,
Yeah.
childish. Yeah.
I think that would get
The
him
kids
over.
just need to like him first.
Yeah,
Right.
He still seems kind of like he's in a gray area. Yeah.
but I appreciated that newness to his character. So Aiden English comes out, and what is not new is him singing a song. This week he said, "Mojo Rawley, you sideshow folly,"
It works.
and then he's saying that Mojo Rawley failed the USA. Harsh words.
She did.
Kind of did that. That was what he did.
It's a very surprising segment.
Yeah.
As was this. Like, we saw them go at it a couple of weeks ago, and to have a return match already without very much in between is a little surprising, but better product than before.
It's what Mojo really needs. This is what Mojo needs.
A win?
No, he needs Aiden English.
Okay.
Man, every good guy needs a bad guy. Without
Yeah.
a good guy, without a bad guy, the good guy gets stale. So you need that counterpoint. So Aiden English is the bad guy that Mojo Rawley really needs. Basically, Aiden English made Big Cass. Without that feud, we wouldn't know who Big Cass
Yeah.
is really. So right now he's in the process of making Mojo Rawley.
How long do you think that this feud can go on for?
As long as it needs to.
As long as they change it up a little bit more. Like, tonight was, like, Mojo really didn't do anything other than try to retort, try to reverse, and hyperdrive. Because he started hyperdrive in the beginning of the match, and then the rest of it he was all on the defensive, and then his next truly offensive move was the
his
end of hyperdrive.
Finisher, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a lot to like from Mojo Rawley. He's got the energy. He's got the charisma. He's got all that. And he sort of has this ultimate warrior feel with his entrance. He comes down to the ring. He's running everywhere. If anybody else tried to do that, they'd be blowing up. Like, I couldn't even tell you. But there's a lot to like, but without that counterpoint of the bad guy who was English, it's getting old.
Yeah.
And he needs to change up his moveset.
Yes.
But without changing it up, if you just get a good bad guy, you can make a good story. You look at John Cena and Bray Wyatt right now. John Cena's, I mean, he's changing up a little bit, but you got that good bad guy, makes a good guy good.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree with the changing of the move set, because I don't like the butt bumps and the end of hyperdrive. I don't, because he always lands kind of gingerly on them.
I like the butt bumps. I just wish that there was more.
There was
in the
something
middle
more
of the match.
final, but in terms of a finisher, I don't believe 2 splashes, a butt to the face, and then a sit down. As like, oh, okay, I'm done now.
Yeah.
Wow, that was really intense.
It's not I'm done now, it's you're done now.
Yeah,
That's the not believable part, that anybody could stay down after that.
Yeah.
That's not believable.
Yeah. We move from this match to backstage. Devin Taylor interviews Natalya, and they talk about the aftermath of last week and how Natty lost, Tyson Kidd lost, how is their marriage doing?
Very bluntly.
It was.
So you guys are in a downward spiral. How's it going?
How's the drinking problem?
And yeah, Natty kind of tries to clear it up and says that they're getting through it, but it seems like the storyline is not over yet.
Once again, she's answering for her husband. A man needs to answer for his own actions. Can't have somebody else doing it. Needless to say, his wife.
She
So,
seems like she would wear the pants in the relationship, though.
she's bigger than he is.
Yeah, they're about the same height.
Like, she's stockier.
I don't think weight-wise she is.
No,
Definitely
but,
not.
but
yeah.
build, she's like built stronger than he is. Like
And
bigger in the legs, too.
Emotionally, she seems a little stronger right now, too.
Guess so. He's kind of flying around. He was angry last time we saw him, and then tonight was, well, we'll
She
get
can
to
handle
that.
a loss. He can't. Yeah. We
Yeah,
shall see.
yeah. Good point.
We
Yeah.
shall see. So, after this, we get a women's match. I was about to say a divas match.
Never say
Thank you.
Bailey versus Charlotte. Charlotte, of course, is the new NXT Women's Champion. Again, I didn't get to talk about this, but I feel like I almost cried when she started crying. It was so.
It was great.
Such a
No,
cute
actually,
moment
yeah.
with her and her dad.
Very
No,
genuine.
it
Yeah.
was a very good moment,
It-
and all of the storyline stuff just kind of faded away, and it was
It
great
was
to see.
very reminiscent of when Paige just won the Divas Championship. So
And when she went to the back,
yeah.
Yeah.
So Charlotte stole Batista's blue gear for tonight, and
Look
she
better
is,
on
Yeah,
her.
fit
she
her a
is
lot better.
rocking it a lot better than he ever could. But yeah, if you were wondering where that went, now that he is no longer with the WWE, it is passed along to Charlotte.
you gotta use what you have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's funny they're the same size. You wouldn't think so.
No,
Maybe she made some alterations.
probably. Like one of those sleeves was the
Yeah.
cross. Yeah.
So
Let's not talk about Batista.
during this match, Summer ends up coming out to the ring. We haven't seen her at NXT in a hot minute, but she hugs Sasha, tries to distract Charlotte, and then Charlotte still doesn't distract her for long enough. She ends up winning over Bailey. Then after the match, Summer unleashes on Bailey. The rest of the BFFs reunite and kick the
Patoot.
Jesus out of her.
Oh well.
And Paige and Emma come to the rescue.
Mhm.
So, what'd you guys think of this match, though?
I liked something in the beginning that nobody really saw or noticed. When Charlotte handed Sasha the belt to hold, she was taking her time looking at it and admiring
Yeah.
it and like, it's going to be mine. So they didn't really talk about it, but I saw her just looking at it a lot before she started focusing on the match, and I like that.
Think about the BFFs. There's no trust between them.
Oh, definitely
Everything is just on just a razor's edge of tipping points, man. Nothing's gonna last. You can see it all falling apart. You just wonder when, and you wonder how.
Mm-hmm.
not. They like each other until they're not at the top of
Yeah.
the three of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's who can benefit from stabbing the other in the back. And right now, both, Summer and Sasha could benefit greatly from just stabbing Charlotte right in the back.
Yeah.
So, We just wait for when, right
Yep.
about now. But Bayley in this match was great. And I think she
impressive.
sort of got swept up in the whole Summer's back kind of thing. But she operated in this match very strongly. She had a very fun comeback right off the beginning. Charlotte's taken over very strong. Then Bayley comes back with some very, very fun, showy, but effective maneuvers. Some lucha-style stuff.
Yeah, the straight back arm
Japanese
drag.
arm
Japanese
drag.
arm drag, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wrote it. I know it.
Uh-huh.
And
Sure.
and then the lucha one off of the corner.
Yes.
Yes. And it was very fun.
And then when Bayley was coming back, she was very aggressive. When you're put in a match with a champion, whether it be a championship match or not, you have a statement to make. She wasn't in a championship match tonight, but she still had the statement to make that she is going after that title.
Yeah.
And the title holder, whoever it might be, and everyone associated, because she even tagged Charlotte in this.
I loved after the match, once Paige and Emma came to her rescue, they all held up their arms, and Bayley, who had been just brutally beaten, was so happy that
just
her
nerded out.
friends were, yeah.
Oh my god, my friends are here.
So
Where'd
true
you
to
guys
character.
come from?
Loved it.
Yeah.
So easily likable.
Yeah.
Oh, very much so.
Yeah.
I think by kids and adults.
No, she was playing to the crowd and,
Yeah.
and the Special Olympic athletes that were there and giving out she had 2 headbands tonight as opposed to just 1.
I think she normally does that and just gives
No, she
one
normally
on the
does
way.
1 away, but she had 2.
She
Oh,
had
yeah.
two, yeah.
Yeah,
Gotta
Just giving
up
them
it when
all
you
away.
have more fans.
definitely. She was actually playing with the crowd more than Mojo was. Mojo, when he was on crowd side doing his whole stay hype thing, everybody was sitting and just kind of like,
Yeah.
who's he fighting? But this, she was like, come on, giving high fives and everything, and really trying to get into the crowd.
With the bigger crowds, you have to play it up, which really makes me wonder how many headbands is Bayley gonna have to wear when she debuts on like Raw?
And that would be
Like
funny.
100 headbands.
Like no, but it could be an evolution where she slowly she gives a couple out and a bunch of people like them, and then she feels real bad. So the next time she comes out with like a box, and she just gives them to everybody
I
at ringside.
love it.
Just a slingshot made for giving out
It's like,
headbands.
hey, just wing them out like boomerangs.
It'd be awesome. Simply come back.
I love it.
Yeah.
Catch, or it'll come flying back at me.
I also love those inflatable
Yeah, the wacky
things
waving
that you
inflatable arm flailing tube
find
man.
at car salesman places. I don't know.
No, it fits for her wonderfully.
Yeah.
And I can just imagine for her debut when the crew rolls them out and everybody's like, what the hell is going on? What's gonna happen now? And then and then everybody's just gonna have an instant smile on the face because everybody's gonna be like, I love those things.
I want to touch it.
Yeah.
Like,
I think Bayley should try to high five them every time they come back down.
yeah.
She can have sign spinners out on the ring too with her.
Yes, yes.
Sign spinners and wacky waving
Bayley.
inflatable arm.
Gosh.
Bayley
Bayley.
buys gold.
Bayley.
So,
Bayley's great.
yeah, it was good. Boom, boom, boom.
Let me hear you say JJ.
Let me hear you say new tag team.
Wayo.
Tag team.
Wayo, that would be their tag team. If they,
Wayo.
I don't know
Wayo.
where this promo came from.
Yeah.
Kind of weird.
Weird.
Dillinger's the weird one.
I liked it though. It's memorable.
Yeah.
So JJ and Tye Dillinger are the newest tag team in the NXT. They did this little boom, boom, boom thing backstage, and then they had their match against Stuart Cumberland and Philip Cooljar.
Cooljar?
Cooljar or Cooljar?
Yeah.
One of the
Yeah.
two. It doesn't matter.
Philip
'cause-
G or C.
Yes.
Cumberland and Goldjar.
Rolls off your tongue.
Yeah, great name. They hung in there tonight, though.
Yeah, it was a pretty long tag team match. Coolgar, Jewelgar, whatever his
Cooljar?
name is,
Goldjar.
had a weird landing off of one of the moves towards the end of the match.
Poor soul.
Hey, man. Yeah.
I mean, he didn't know. It looked like he didn't know whether he was going for a back body drop or a flapjack.
It looked like he thought he was going for a flapjack. JJ didn't go down with him. His leg caught, and he landed almost breaking his clavicle.
Almost.
It was real close. I've seen somebody land like that and just break that thing right in half.
Break
Well,
everything.
your clavicle, it really only takes 5 pounds of pressure.
That was 20.
20?
I think
thought
it's
it was
20. Because I can do 5 pounds of pressure with my finger, and it ain't going to break. Like 20, at least that's somebody swinging on it, which makes sense.
Can we sign
Like,
some
let me
forms
show you
before
how-
we figure this out?
let me show
No,
you
I
how
wanna-
it's done.
Thank you.
Well,
Regardless,
That's very
not that much
demure.
pressure can break it.
Yeah.
right. It's a little bone.
I
Grab
I mean,
it.
know.
not a little, but it's thin. Yeah.
So JJ and Ty end up winning with the Jordan Slam.
The ankle slam.
Why would you give anybody that move?
Especially if the rumors of Kurt coming back are true.
If Kurt comes back and sees him using that move, Kurt Angle will slam him into like nothing.
I feel like they should have a tag finisher.
Yeah, it seemed very like. I
Just-
mean, Dillinger was getting the brunt of the offense, and that's when JJ came in and hit his finisher. But I agree, they should have a tag team move.
Yeah.
They're fighting like singles guys. Two singles guys together.
Paired up together.
This isn't. I mean, it's a tag team
Yeah.
in that they're together and they're gear matches. But as far as tag team style wrestling, few and far between here. There was a couple
I'm excited
of
to see
guys
them.
teeing off.
I really, after last week, I want to see Adrian Neville and Tyson Kidd in a tag team.
No, it would be great.
That would be cool.
They,
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, half the moves that they were doing were synchronized things. So
There's there's room for a high-flying team on the main roster, and honestly, there's a whole lot of backlog guys that could take the ticket. You got
Justin Gabriel.
yeah, Justin Gabriel for one, Justin Gabriel, and then what's his name? He's
Evan
been on
Bourne.
Evan Bourne's been on the
Who's
show for a while.
finally gonna be back
Supposedly
in a
going to
little
be
bit.
coming back.
Is he?
Yeah.
I feel like we've been saying that for months now. Years.
Yeah.
A year.
Yes, years.
Yeah,
We've been
it's
saying
been-
it for years.
it's been
but
2
We
years.
have been saying that for probably a year and a half since he's been cleared. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think there was when he was training, something went wrong, and he had to heal additionally, and now he's almost back in real shape. That's what it looks like.
Okay. So, any other thoughts on this new tag team?
Hope to see more of. Hope to see more of them and just more actual tag stuff.
Yeah.
Cumberland and Goldjar, man, they're headed to the top.
Yeah, we thought they were
Yeah.
going to win. Like this was more than a squash match.
It was just it was more than a squash match. It was long.
Yeah.
It was a long squash match. They got some offense in. They traded off a little bit, but yeah, these guys don't even look like I don't know where they're from.
They traded off so much in that one. It was probably like a 30-second span where they traded off maybe 4 times.
Yeah.
That's
they
tag
kept-
team wrestling right there. It's
Yeah.
tagging in.
Like I mean the other JJ and Ty they did a lot of frequent tags at the beginning too, but it wasn't. It was. I mean, I guess their first move was a double team move where it was JJ holding him up and then into the snapmare.
Yeah.
But that was really it. That was like, okay, they're a tag team. And then they fought separately. It was
Yeah,
weird.
in name only. So I really want to see some progression from them. If they're going to fight for the tag team championships, they got to fight like a tag team. They've got to train like a tag team. They got to be together 24/7. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how tag teams operate. You got to be together. You got to know your partner. You got to work together. That's it. Do it.
I think they'll get there.
Yeah. They have some time.
They got. I mean, they got time, and this just started.
Yeah.
I'm not expecting a miracle here, but they're good as a base. They can grow on it. So that's good.
So, for someone who cares so much about the environment, like CJ Parker, he uses a lot of poster board.
Right? It might
No,
be
no, it's out-
environmentally friendly.
It's out of the trash.
Still,
Compost board.
compost board.
It
But
exists.
you're using it every single week. Why not keep the same one?
Well, the message changes.
Well, he could get a dry erase board and then just keep it the entire time.
But see,
That's
dry erase
plastic.
boards, yeah, that's plastic.
Come on.
if he
get
keeps
with
it
it.
and he never throws it away,
Nope.
or it's
No.
Well,
recyclable,
I mean, the
Yeah.
cardboard's recyclable enough. He's just getting out of a dumpster someplace local. It's recyclable.
Probably.
He's probably recycling it. I think I would make
It's a lot of green tape, though.
I would make a good tag team partner for CJ Parker right about now. With the look
You
he's
use a lot
going
of
for.
compost?
What, are you a supplier for cardboard?
Well, he's like fishing for it in my neck of the woods, so to speak. If you're
Yeah.
dumpster diving, maybe we should like tag team, brother.
yes.
Here's hookup.
Come
Tag
on.
team into the dumpsters.
Absolutely. Look at him.
The dumpster divers.
He doesn't look very.
The DDs.
The double Ds.
Yeah. The double D's, baby. And we're all about the double D's.
Tonight, Science said, "May the forest be with you."
And something else that we couldn't quite see because you didn't turn it.
Yeah, it looked like I heart something.
Yeah.
No, it was something greater than something else.
Even if it was I'm greater than you or so, I think it was I Am Greater and then something. Maybe NXT Universe.
I was
or
gonna
something.
say because that's kind of Damien Sandow's territory.
Yeah.
Well,
but I mean,
Damien Sandow's going through a personal rebranding, so I think he's given up license to any sort of I'm greater than anything right about now.
Still thinks it in his heart.
yeah, in his heart of hearts.
Summer and the BFFs
Oh my God.
in the locker room.
This is a great segment.
Summer says that they don't need Summer on a stick anymore, even though it's a great picture of her. She is there in person now, and they should welcome her back because she's been doing so much. She's been on the main roster. She is on Total Diva. She's been in Hollywood.
On a real
filming
movie.
a movie.
Spreading the message of the BFFs.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Not really gelling back with her old group, which is weird.
Do you think that
Surprise!
Charlotte and Sasha are just jealous, or do you think that Summer's in the wrong?
No.
I think they're totes gels.
Totes.
That's what I think. They're totes gels.
I think they're
Totes gels
acting
of the
like
Totes Diva.
total divas.
Mm-hmm.
I can't drop the mic because it's attached to the table. So I
Drop the
my
mic
pen.
and walk away.
Just push it over.
Yeah.
You could just walk away.
Bye.
I'm sorry.
I'd have to move though.
But
That would be awkward.
I think that, or what I hope is that Charlotte, in trying to turn on Summer, ends up messing up her relationship with Sasha, and then even though Summer's not there all the time, Sasha and Summer can make up, and then Charlotte's the one heel and Sasha's maybe face.
Or do you think Summer and Sasha will get back together and continue the BFFs and sort of kick Charlotte out as being the other, the one that they both mutually dislike because of her success?
I mean, I would assume that Summer would still be on her own, and just all of them kind of go their separate ways.
Yeah, and
That would make the most sense.
the fact that Charlotte was the one that they took in, and for her to be the one to rise up to the top and be, oh, you guys aren't even worth it anymore, it would be like, it's like a classic Mean Girl type of thing.
That's a good point.
Like Tina Fey wrote it or something.
Right. I mean, where she should be writing for NXT.
She should write for WWE.
That would be awesome.
It'd be really funny.
Yeah.
That would actually be interesting.
Yeah. Better than Freddie Prinze Jr. No offense, he did some great work, but as a writer, I think Tina Fey could do some good. How do we get there? Mean Girls.
Mean Girls.
Mean Girls.
But
Girls.
We're not that far from.
no, I know.
You can't sit with us.
Notice
Taking
how
the-
like
I'm taking Maria Menounos' The Every Girl's Guide to Diet and Fitness with me.
It's actually a great book.
No, I know. Yeah.
Mean Girls to
Everyone-
learn something.
Yeah, the Mean Girls could learn something because Maria Menounos' book just came out, has a lot of great fitness tips in it and diet tips as well.
And there's
Hence
And
the
picture of her
recipes.
wrestling.
And recipes.
Yeah, there's
yes.
her from
Flatland.
WrestleMania.
Yeah, I can talk about Kevin and Maria, the creators of the network. They have helped me with one of their tips is to constantly drink hot water with lemon, and it just it helps jumpstart your metabolism. It fills you up. It's a great little tip. That's one of the things that's in the book. And
But you got to get the rest. You got to buy the book in order to get the
Yes.
rest of the tips. First one's free.
You need the rest. You need to buy the book to get the recipe for the lemon water.
Yes.
But
You gotta
lemon
get-
water,
you
I,
gotta get it right.
You gotta get
It
that-
does actually help.
yeah.
Start your day with just like take a whole lemon, juice it into
Oh
hot
yeah,
water.
you've lost a lot of weight recently.
Yeah, I did it.
I've
I did it
noticed.
for like the first 3 weeks of like my new diet, and it certainly helps. I kind of
Yeah.
ran out of lemons though.
Well, luckily this is Southern California.
life
Lemons
gives
grow
you
on
no
trees
lemons.
out here.
Get rosebuds.
Are you a lemon?
I am not Ryan Katz. No.
I tried to juice a lemon once.
We actually are just about to get into talking about Ryan Katz. Tyler Breeze, was there to debut his new music video. Of course, he is the #1 contender for the NXT title. He gets to choose when he cashes that in, essentially.
Gets a lot of power.
According to him.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the first of us hearing it. We've had #1 contenders before. I've never had this ability. this
Maybe JBL will
choice.
let him do it.
Boy,
Someone
wouldn't it
had
be
to
nice if
approve
we
it.
had some sort of like
Warning?
message from somebody saying that.
He just told us that
Yeah.
it was happening.
Oh, like
That's what I
that
meant.
too
counts. I could
important for
say I'm
you
the
to-
king of Candy Mountain. Neither is there a Candy Mountain nor am I a king.
You don't know that.
I
Believe.
have to believe in Candy Mountain.
And then you're the king.
I believed in the Shield, and look what happened.
Womp womp. So, Breeze comes out, and he has an amazing promo, just spot on. He calls Adrian Neville the man that Maybelline forgot.
So good.
There was some other really great one-liners in there.
He put a new, like, he keeps adding descriptions of himself over and over, and tonight there was a new one with the definition of delish.
Yes.
He's too
Prince Pretty, the definition of delish.
the King of
Gorgeous.
Cuteville.
King of Cuteville. Oh yeah, how did he work in gorgeous?
Like he was talking about how he defeated Seth Rogen's less gorgeous younger brother, and how the title should belong to somebody who's gorgeous.
Yeah. So good.
It's like, you jerk, you're so good.
And then he debuts his new music video for his song that we heard last week on NXT.
Which is called #Gorgeous.
And
Even for the Uggos. That's the kind of
he's
guy he is,
dedicating
man.
it to all his fans, even the
That's-
Uggos.
Wow. That's, I mean, wow. Thanks, Tyler Breeze.
So most of this was actually just in a recording studio shots. There were a couple shots of him doing a photo shoot. And if you noticed, real quick, the photographer was Ryan Katz. So
That gorgeous lemony human being.
Smells like pledge.
That was the whole video was just magic.
And it's
It was
perfect.
basic,
yeah.
but exactly what it needed to be.
There shouldn't have been any other person in this video. I'm surprised they even had the guy in the booth in the video because
He
he's
should
the
have blurred
only
them
thing.
out. Like, no Uggos.
Not pretty enough to be in the video.
Yeah.
Tyler Breeze only.
Well, I mean, the end of the when he's with the technician in the lab, he goes, "These lyrics are genius." Yeah, I wrote them.
And then starring Tyler Breeze,
Written
edited by
by,
Tyler Breeze, produced by Tyler Breeze, dedicated to Tyler Breeze.
We'd like to thank Tyler Breeze.
Yes.
Special thanks to Tyler Breeze. He's too, and everybody was chanting, "That was awesome, that was awesome," and it was perfect.
It was really funny.
That was too good. And then we got to see the bow package, which was also too good. There was just too much comedy.
Honestly, yeah.
There was some really good comedy tonight.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So, the bow package. I mean, we've seen all this stuff before, but still.
Well, they showed the extended
Yes.
bit of him trying to leave. Until I'm like, you go, you go, you go.
I-
No, really, you go.
My favorite part, and they didn't have it in there, was, you know what? I'm gonna be the bigger man, and I'm gonna leave, just to show you all that I'm the bigger man.
I think what made this for me was the 80s movie montage music that played even into the sad parts.
Yeah.
It was just
The editing
best.
too,
And
about
it
how he
would
came
cut.
back like 3 times.
They kept it was the ending shot of NXT
Yeah.
to where they would fade out, and they'd be like, wait, and then he kept coming out.
Yes.
It was just like, Bo, you got 2 more minutes. Just go, just go, just take your
keep
time.
going. There's probably somebody backstage just going,
Yes.
Keep going. You gotta earn that SmackDown spot, boy.
Not many matches tonight, but our final match, Justin Gabriel versus Adrian Neville in a
No disqualification NXT Championship match. That's what what the versus screen said.
Do you think that
And-
this was?
any of those things?
I mean, it was a title shot.
It was.
I mean, why? What the hell did Justin Gabriel do to earn this shot?
Change his outfit, clean up his hair.
He looks like some sort of BMXer who ripped off his shirt.
If
X Games, bro.
if you watched right before NXT tonight, they were doing. I just caught the last couple of minutes of it, but it was, superstars, not like what they do in their free time or something like that, and he was swimming with sharks.
No, yeah.
Yeah, he's an extreme sports.
No, I know, but it was
junkie.
just so maybe that's what he did to deserve this.
They were like, let's see what he'll do, and we'll give him a title shot. NXT shot, but either way, like he had to do something so like if he did the most extreme thing ever, he'd get a world title shot.
I guess it worked for Eric Young. Why should
Yeah,
it
why
work for
not?
Justin Gabriel?
Yeah.
What do you guys think of this match? Obviously, Adrian Neville retained the title.
It was fine.
Just
It was
if
alright.
it made any sense, I would have been able to get into it.
Yeah, I mean,
There
these
was
two
no-
worked well together.
Yeah.
Right, no, it was good. But there was no disqualification worthy anything, which was the last time they did this. With Brodus Clay, it was in an ODQ match, which didn't matter.
Yeah.
If you're going to have an ODQ match, have a spot where somebody can be disqualified.
One spot, that's all it
Just
takes.
something, a chair, anything.
Yeah. Can we talk about for a second how, I mean, obviously people who watch the show probably know they filmed 4 episodes of NXT the Friday after their Takeover special.
Yeah.
So Takeover special was Thursday. Then they filmed 4 episodes of NXT. This was the first one. So Adrian Neville, the day after his incredible match with Tyson Kidd, does another match, and I'm sure he will be on another time.
Well, we saw that there's going to be a rematch from Takeover.
Yes, but we don't know how many weeks away that is. Or,
Right.
Yeah, that could be 4 weeks away. We don't know.
But if they do that, like if they did that promo for the crowd, then that's the crowd to go, okay, this match is coming later.
Yes.
So.
But I mean, just how many matches in a 2-day time span that were.
Well, that was one of my
champ.
comments
Main
on
events,
this match. I wrote down it. Neville looked tired. He looked a little sluggish.
You think so?
Yeah, a little bit. But again, who wouldn't be?
Oh, yeah.
I think it gave Gabriel the edge a little bit. The fact that Neville was kind of beat up and a little bit tired, which wouldn't any of us be.
No, I mean, the match started out relatively slow.
Yeah.
It was surprising that it would, like, with those two, like, high-energy guys, it just kind of creeped on, and then the dives that didn't go, and they kept cutting everything off.
I mean, if you think about the night before, how many dives he did onto the steel ramp.
Yeah.
So.
If you know what, here's what I think should have happened in this match. Justin Gabriel comes in, completely takes over. Just does all the work, puts Neville through the ringer. This is a championship match. Justin Gabriel's treating it like it's just another night at the arena. Man, this is a no disqualification championship match. Put your frickin' game face on. Get out there. Win a damn belt, man. You just gonna breeze through this? He made it an easy night for Adrian Neville because he wasn't willing to, it didn't look like he was willing to put in the work. Man,
He wasn't really pushing.
This was a championship opportunity. Treat it as such. Big game face. Come on.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
Nothing. I was disappointed. This whole thing didn't make sense.
Yeah.
It was a really kind of fade off of the show, and we were like, oh, okay, that's the show, but it wasn't the show, and it kind of brought us back up. But
we ended on a low point of confusion. Justin Gabriel had a title shot he didn't earn. He didn't treat it as a title shot. In a no disqualification match that wasn't a disqualification match. Neville retains, and then we have a rematch.
Yeah.
yeah,
So, with the rematch, just the way that it was done, do you guys agree with that?
I think it'll be good,
Yeah.
but I think it's gonna be. I wonder really if Tyson Kidd is now transitioning back into himself being a face, or if this was just for a way for him to save face and be like, no, I'm sorry, let's just do another match, and then he totally flips the script and beats him down and does anything he can to win again.
Yeah. It begs the question, since Tyler Breeze is the #1 contender right now, when he's going to get his match.
And if it's really like a Money in the Bank type thing, if it can be like after a huge match like that, and he can just come in and be like, it's time, and then he comes in and he can win a lot easier.
No one should get a championship opportunity, though, if there's a #1 contendership.
Yeah. I
Honestly,
agree with
that's the point of a #1 contendership.
Yeah.
People should be fighting the
next in
#1
line.
contender to get a shot at the belt. That's how things work. But if it's a special situation, like a Money in the Bank type thing, that should be, like, spoken. That should be something that they say and set up so that you can understand, and there's always a tension in the air whenever there's a possible title match, that a man could run out and just snatch up that belt at any possible moment.
Or it's the champion's decision to be a fighting champion, so he puts it on the line night after night. But that also can make it it less important.
But it shouldn't be up to him. The #1 contender should be the one who fights for the belt.
No, I agree.
And it's the office who sets that up. That's how you decide. That's a tournament.
Yeah, I agree.
And I mean, I guess that's sort of the magic of wrestling, is anything could happen and the rules don't matter. But at the same time, if you have no rules, then what's the point of anything? There's nothing compelling going on here.
I agree.
Yeah. So, that wraps up our NXT after show for this week. We would love for you guys to continue the conversation. So
Yeah,
excited about
just
this
for
song.
you.
Nice.
Boom, 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 boom. And please continue the conversation on our YouTube. Our site should be back up shortly. But in the meantime, where can they find you guys on Twitter?
Well, you can find me on Twitter at True Hobo and on YouTube /SoapboxCarTV.
Taking your time with that.
Yeah.
I'm taking all the time I want. ProWrestlingTees.com/Hobo.
Yeah, he's a little slow. You can find me on Twitter at twitter.com/SoapboxMark, and you can find us on Facebook at SoapboxCarTV.
And you can find me on Twitter at Cathy Kelley. You can find this song on iTunes if you want.
You can find this book on Amazon.
Yes.
Yes.
Buy Maria's book. Buy it.
Maria!
Until next time, we'll see you then.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
Boom!
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.